Okay guys, so here just before we continue by um, adding the facial features to understand, let's do a quick review about the proportions that we said and all those things at the beginning that we wanted to use the Andrew Loomis method here, right? Um, Here the first thing that we said is we've made a sphere shape, and then after we made this sphere shape we flattened the sides a little bit, and by leaving a little bit of the space in the top and also in the bottom. Okay, the same space, because we would have this horizontal axis and then the vertical axis, like here and here, right? So we would left the same distance for the top and the bottom. This one would be the hairline, which will be kind of here, and this will be the base of nose. As you remember, the base of nose, base of the zygomatic, and also the base of the back of head, right? So we would have like this. The sphere shape would be like here, and this would be the vertical axis and the horizontal axis, like here, right? So we flattened the side like this, you know, and then we took this distance and replied uh, um, left it the same distance, like here and here, and also here. So we have 1/30, 2/3, second third, and the other third. So 3/3 of the head, and then this little space here until the top, which will be the space for the hair, like here. Okay. Um, so this is the proportion for the side view and also the 3/4, and then from here we can start to understand what happens with the muscles and also the softer masses above the skull shape here. Um Here I can start to show you that here in the middle we're gonna have the eyeball, and once we have the eyeball in the middle, just a little bit for that move it to the top, not exactly in the middle. Then here we're gonna have the a muscle, a big muscle around the eyes, which will be the orbicularis muscle that will take all this region here, and then we're gonna have some plenty of muscles like here. We'll have an muscle like we're gonna have the mouth here first. Let me show you. You know, we're gonna have here the mouth, maybe not too that big, just a little bit less, and from that we're gonna have the muscles, which will link to the corner of the mouth here in a region that is called like node, which is this region here. And we're gonna have this one, which will be the zygomatic major, the second one zygomatic minor, and some other muscles like here and here. I think it's not necessary to memorize all these muscles, but it's good to understand, because one muscle, the muscle brings one part to another part. So if we have the muscle with the origin like here and the insertion here, once it contracts, it will do exactly this movement. You know, it will brings this part to that part. So this will be responsible for the smiling, right? So as soon as we get another muscles like here and here, once it contracts, it will be the same. You know, it will brings this region here for that direction, and the same here for that direction there. And just in this way we can start to make all the expressions, right? So we also have the depressors. Let me show you. Yeah, once you search in here, you know, the muscles, the facial muscles, you can always go here and check any of those images, and then you're gonna see it here. We have the depressor, labii inferioris, and the mentalis, and also some of them the depressor anguli oris, which will make will bring the also the node region, as we draw it here in the corner of the mouth. It will bring this region for that direction. And this one is the depressor labii inferioris, because it will depress the lips, the inferior lip, and then the mentalis, which will bring this region, all this region here for the top, the point of the chin. Here's the orbicularis that I showed you, right? And we also have an orbicularis oris for the mouth, which once it contracts, it will make all point for the center, the same for the eyes and everything. Okay, so as I was showing here, we have some here. I have the mentalis, like here, and depressor, you know, labii oris here, and another one like here. Okay, I want to make all these muscles here, and I'm just showing you guys the muscles. And also in the side we're gonna have all this region, and here we're gonna have the masticate. Let me show. Yeah, sorry. Here we have the muscles of mastication, which will be the temporal. A lot of fibers going all around here, and attaching for this point here in the inferior part of the jaw. So once the jaw opens, when it contracts, it will brings this region for that region, so it will close the jaw, right? Because of this is a muscle for the mastication. Also, we're gonna have another muscle which is called masseter, which is located like here. You know, it starts from this part of the jaw, and then it attaches here beside the zygomatic bone. So it also brings this region for that part. So it's responsible for the mastication as well, right? And for last, we have the buccinator muscle, which will be a muscle which is go from here to here, you know, like in the corner of the mouth, that region that we call node, and will be like for the end there, and it will be responsible for bringing the node for the back there. Okay, and then we're gonna have some muscles here in the temporal, the frontal bone there, which will be some muscles like the frontal, which will be here. Let me show you some reference. Wait. Yeah, here we have the frontalis, which will be all this muscle here in the top of the frontal bone, and then we have the procerus, which is this little muscle here. Let me show you another reference. Yeah, imagine the direction of the fibers like this, and this will be exactly the direction of the muscles that will contract, you know, the form. And then you can imagine that all this region here in the eyebrows, if you contract this muscle, the frontalis, it will bring this region for that direction. Okay, so it's responsible for raising your eyebrows and everything. And also the procerus will be over here. Okay, so maybe in a future course of facial structure we can go even further and truly reconstruct each muscles like here. But now let's start with the facial structures of the face, the structures, the features of the face, you know. So one thing that we could do here is like start to add in the nose and also the eyes. And let me show you. If once we append some, I don't know, some sphere here, you're gonna start to understand. Oh no. Select the sphere. Yeah. Okay. You know, here we're gonna have the nose. As I said, that part was the nose nasal bone. So just for understanding each structure, like this, and yeah. Just doing quickly half sketchy for the nose, so you guys can understand all the features and where it's gonna be located, you know. Here we could even drop a little bit this nasal bone angle just to match it better, like this. Okay. Just like this. And then we can also append some sphere shapes here. This way we can show you where the eyes will be located, and also a little bit of the size of the eyes. Do you remember that I said that we're gonna have like three eyes distance and then 5 distance for the total length or of the head? Here you're gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so 5 eyes for the distance of the head, like this, and I can go here and do modify topology and mirror and weld. So activate the symmetry, the mirror, and local symmetry. Okay. It will vary like this, and for the eyeball, you can have like this position here for the eyeball. And how can you see that? It will be this region and this region. If you make like an axis, the eyeball won't be forward for this region, this axis, it will cross like here, and this axis I draw it from this part of the orbit for this part of the zygomatic. You're gonna notice that we have this angle, an inclined angle, so the eyeballs won't be forward than that and not too much inward, so you can left it here, around here. Good. And from this we can duplicate, and then I'm gonna show you just how can be the scope of the orbicularis, and also the eyelashes, no, not eyelashes, the eyelids, yeah. Okay, so I duplicated that, and here I'm gonna position, just for you guys understanding how it gonna works. Here we're gonna do a Dynamesh. Like this, and this way I can show you how the eyelids will be in this part of the eyes, and how it will be constructed. Just like this, Here I'm feeling that the eyes are maybe needing, need to be more close. Here I'm using the transparent mode here. I activated a shortcut for this, okay, which is in my case the Alt T. Here I like to use my Arbcrex brush just to make this remove this volume so I can show you what is happening to the eyelids. Okay, so make sure your eyelids will follow the curvature of the eyes, right? Here I have the lacrimal. All right. So this will be for the eyes. Here we could even bring some the eye bags, superior eye bag here, you know, going to this direction. Just like this. Okay. And then I can start to show you the structure, how it's formed, each part, like the nose and everything. But if we stay too much time here in this facial anatomy, I think we won't be able to have the full body. So I'm just making some details here in the nose and also the rest of face, right? So here you can clearly see already some face line, and you can start to understand what is happening with the shape of the head. Okay, so okay, let's continue in the next lesson.